Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for... Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Halo, welcome back. Selamat malam guys. Kali ini kita akan lanjut lagi guys untuk gameplay Alan Wake Remastered ya guys ya. Ini sudah di episode 3. Ini sudah di episode 3. Part 7 guys. Tadi belum nggak sempat atau sempat ke save ya guys ya, sempat ke save, jadi tidak ada trailer menuju ke episode 3 nya. Jadi gue akan perlihatkan video trailer atau cutscene untuk ke episode 3 guys ya. Jadi kita dimari mencari Rose dan manuskrip ya.
Previously on Alan Wake, Alice has been kidnapped.
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
You know exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
I can't tell anyone except my agent Barry.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her. You're my best friend, and I'm worried that you're not right in the head.
The ransom is a manuscript I supposedly wrote that's coming true before my eyes.
It happened just the way it was on that page. So dark.
I have found only a few scattered pages.
I want the entire manuscript.
The deadline is in 2 days.
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Good girl.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
I'm Alan Wake.
The writer, huh? I heard on the radio you were visiting. Well, I'll show you her trailer. That Rose, she's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true.
The trailer park where Rose lives is a cozy place that recently had a bit of a shock when a sailing boat picked up by a tornado crashed in the middle of two trailers. This is a location that for a long time looked like it was not going to make it in the final game, but I'm glad it did, because I think it's one of those places that helps define the character and style of the game in a visual way. When we went out photoshooting along the Pacific Northwest area, we came across many trailer parks, and we have plenty of material for them. So I think that really shows in the authenticity of this location.
The island.
Mari kita ikuti Randolph ya, untuk ke rumahnya si Rose guys. Mungkin ada untuk gameplay berikutnya ini, mungkin gua akan
Yeah, how
matikan
about
mic ya
that?
guys ya
It was there
sementara.
in the morning, as if it had fallen from the sky. But it would take a tornado to lift something like that. We're damn lucky it didn't crush any of the trailers.
Oke, di sini ada
Come on, mister.
kapal
I'll
ya
take
guys
you to
ya,
Rose's
atau
trailer.
perahu ya.
Just follow me. Not far.
Tes 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 tes. Sepertinya Randolph ini kakinya mengalami kecelakaan mungkin ya guys ya.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook store. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady? She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless.
Yeah, anyway, she knew both Jagger and Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
Tadi gua pakai live streaming aplikasi yang lain guys. Ternyata nge-lag parah guys. Guys, tadi gua udah mau live sih dari jam setengah 11 malam tadi.
Listen, I got things to do. This place don't run itself.
Tadi gua pakai aplikasi live-nya yang lama deh.
Oh, give me a break, mister. Can we just get a move on?
Oke, nanti ada beberapa bagian untuk jika yang menonton replaynya akan gua cut ya, biar lebih nyaman
Well,
bagi yang
mister,
menonton
this here's
replaynya
Rosie's
guys.
trailer. You mind me asking what you want with it?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry. She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Oh, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
I can't tell reality from dream anymore, but it seems I have an imaginary editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jagger. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right. She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do, about the complex incantation I'm attempting, about this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
The Dark Presence is the main adversary in our game, and I wouldn't necessarily call it evil, but it is completely alien to our world, and that may pretty much be the same thing. We don't really want to explain the Dark Presence in too much detail. We kind of want it to remain a mystery, but let me say this much. It's definitely not human. It doesn't think the way we do. A good example of this would be when Wake actually escapes from the cabin. And he actually just sits there and writes the whole thing into the story, and the Dark Presence is right there, and it just doesn't understand what's going on. It doesn't work on that level of logic. On the other hand, it can be very devious. For example, it has no problems whatsoever using Alice and Rose against Wake in a very, very sort of, contrived manner, and it works very well too. We talked quite a bit about the Dark Presence being weak in the beginning of the game, and that's true as far as it goes.
Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station.
But it only refers to the foothold it has in our world. Now, it is strong. It is very, very strong and very, very big in its own way.
Welcome to the Oh Dear Diner. What can I get you today? Coffee?
I couldn't work up much hate for Rose. Something had used her to get to me and left its mark.
First refill is free. Milk and sugar on the counter there. Would you like to hear today's specials? Thank you. A nice day. Come back soon.
Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Right. Serve more. So, hands.
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air, and let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this,
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a muscle, I'll unload right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slane!
What are... I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy on him.
Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it, move it, move it! I'll have you charged if you let him get away. Move out! Search the area! There he is! We have the suspect in sight! Okay, men. Keep your eyes peeled. He's gonna try to make it through here.
Oh, damn.
This way! Hey! He's up there! Oh, damn it! I lost him! Fan out! God damn it! Where did he go? He slipped away. Keep an eye out. Gone! Come on, guys! We need to head him off!
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain. It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
Over. What on earth is going on? My deputy told me to fire the wake, and he didn't have a gun.
Search the area. Stay sharp. This way. Over here. Hey, who's there? What is that?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
I've lost contact with Wilson Lynn you assigned to me. It's Wake's doing.
Wait, are you seriously telling me that?
You on the ground. Hold it right there. There's nowhere to run. Freeze!
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over.
Thornton here. Jake, we got both killer and frozen. They didn't put up a fight or anything. But anyway, hey, come on.
Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up. Speaking of which, that bed had a pretty distinct whiff load of scotch. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over. Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just complaining. You better get Doc to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Holy cow. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight. The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
Oke guys, tadi cukup gua matikan dulu mic-nya biar lebih fokus bermainnya dulu bentar guys. Jadi Alan itu tadi dilaporkan oleh Lando karena dia menyukai Rose ya. Kan ada di manuskripnya tadi yang kita temukan di sana bahwa Randolph itu melaporkan polisi karena menyukai Rose. Jadi dia melaporkan biar si Rose tidak diinterogasi atau ditangkap karena dia mempunyai manuskrip yang dia bilang melalui report. Dan akhirnya Alan dikejar oleh polisi hingga ke lokasi pegunungan ini ya guys ya. Jadi tadi pada bagian sebelumnya si Alan menemukan tower radio yang dimana itu ada lower peak ya. Nah, yang ada pada episode 2 kemarin, lower peak. Jadi Alan akan menuju ke sana. Nah, ini ada quest ya atau misinya. Kita akan menuju ke radio station. Oke, jadi gue pengen memperbaiki dulu untuk aplikasi live-nya. Jadi terima kasih yang sudah tadi menonton, sempat menonton ya. Sempat menonton itu ada Kak Yuki ya. terima kasih sudah mampir. Dan ada Bang Romi juga nih ya, tadi sempat mampir sejenak ya guys ya. Jadi gua akan coba untuk mengakhiri live ini karena pengen untuk perbaiki lagi live ya biar lebih baik lagi untuk live streaming berikutnya. Terima kasih yang sudah menonton, yang sudah komen. Boleh dibantu untuk like, subscribe, dan nyalakan tombol loncengnya guys. Dan sampai di sini saya menemani kalian di gameplay Alan Wake Remastered part 7-nya. Thank you yang sudah menonton, terima kasih. See you the next game ya guys ya. Kita lanjut lagi mencari radio atau yang dimana stasiunnya radio ya, stasiun radio ya. Karena kita akan ke menara ke menara radionya guys yang ada pada episode 2 kemarin. Thank you. Kita bertemu lagi besok di jam 11 malam ya guys ya. Thank you for watching guys. See ya.